Hello, horror fans, and welcome to this review of A Perfect Host. So, according to IMDb, this was also called Adonis Complex at some point, which, when you see this, you definitely can tell why. And not a bad name, but I can also see why they moved to A Perfect Host. Maybe a little bit more like horror themed name there. But according to IMDb, it's a group of friends rent an isolated lake house owned by a fitness-obsessed man with mysterious intentions. Ooh. And yes, he is fitness-obsessed and definitely crazy. But I'll get to that in a few minutes. And if you're looking for the cast and crew information and where to find this, that'll be down below. And you can find that there, as well as an interview we have with PromoteHorror.com and the director-writer Chad Werner. So jumping right into the review. I didn't know what to expect, and it's played off kind of as a Airbnb gone wrong adventure. I would say that's a good way to describe it. Basically, Sam and Avery were a couple. They have something in their past that's kind of keeping them from truly bonding. They care about each other, they love each other to a point, but something's happened in their past that's made it awkward between them and not allowing them to completely come together. So part of this vacation is them bonding and getting that chance, kind of like in The Strangers when they went up to the house alone, even though that was after the wedding. That was supposed to be a fun time also, but as you've seen that movie, it obviously goes downhill from there, and so does this one. So they present the couple and they present their awkward situation, but they want to work through it. And along comes the owner of this property, and his name is Tad, and he's well aware of his rights through Airbnb and renting this out, and he makes that known a couple of times. And he really steals the show because he is just weird. He is definitely fitness obsessed, as it's mentioned in the description. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, and he takes it kind of to the extreme, and it's a little weird. But also, it's the way he presents himself. So when he first meets Sam, he basically convinces him to go on a workout, and they're working out behind the house, and it's all crazy, and Avery comes out and she's like, what is happening here? And then they try to be nice to him in return, not only because they're using his house, but just to be nice. And they're out in the middle of nowhere, and basically he's the only one out there with them. And while they try to be nice and patient with him, his awkwardness kind of starts going downhill. And Sam, I guess, in a way, kind of gives away too much information, and it makes about their relationship, and it makes Avery uncomfortable. And then, let's just say Tad does a few things to also piss them off along the way. So really, you kind of wonder, in a way, this is horror, so you know where this is going. Obviously, this is not going to end right between the couple and Tad. And on the flip side of it is that you have Sam, who's texting somebody, some friends who are another couple, and they're also supposed to meet them at this house. So he's waiting for them to come. You kind of see them on their way to the house as well. And as he's texting them, he's also letting them know, or his friend know, that things aren't great between him and Avery there as well. So you have some friends on the way. You're thinking, okay, they're going to get there. They're going to be injected into this craziness as well. Or maybe they're going to save them. What is going to happen? What is going into this? What is going to be the difference in this movie from other movies? And really, that starts with Tad, just because of his strangeness, his weirdness. He doesn't scream killer to you, but what happens, and I'm not gonna try to give away too much, but eventually Avery finds something that she wasn't supposed to find, and it all goes downhill from there. There's also another person in Tad's past who he keeps mentioning, but the couple has no. They don't see this person. They don't see it's his wife, his girlfriend, who apparently was also his partner when he used to do these fitness videos, and that's just another weird part of it. You may take it as weird, you may take it as funny. I would say, this movie presents some light laughs if you want to laugh at Tad, the way he presents himself, and he's definitely got a different mindset and a mind on one thing, and it all comes together in the end. And what's good about this is that there is a twist or two. And again, I'm not going to go and mention that. I want you to see that if you do check it out, to see the twist that happens. One of them, it might be somewhat predictable. It's not completely hidden secret out there. If you've seen a horror movie or two, you might see it coming. If you're looking for blood and guts, this is not big on that. There is, again, trying not to give it away, there's some weirdness towards the end. There is some struggle. I think definitely there is one good twist in it, and makes it kind of worth it. This is not your big budget movie. Apparently this is Chad's the director's first venture into horror. He's mostly known for his comedy, which you can probably, I'm assuming, picked up in a lot of what's going on with Tad, and his character and how it was drawn up and so forth. So not big on blood. You have to wait to the end. It might be a little slow for some people in the beginning, as you get that introduction to the characters. It opens in a weird way, which is a scene that you see play out in full later on in the movie. I can go on and on and on about how I feel about movies opening in the middle of a scene that later comes up later in the movie. It annoys me to a point, but nothing big in this one, and I found myself liking it more than I thought. Once the twists were revealed, and then how it ended. Again, not a bloody massacre here, but it definitely builds up to some twist. So if you're looking for something with a different character, maybe an unusual character, like I said, the acting is okay. Nothing blockbuster, but it'll get you through it. I didn't think it was a distraction from the movie. It was fine, and it was shot well, and they do a good job of hiding the twist, I think, and at least one of a couple of twists there towards the end of the movie. So if you think you can sit down and make it through maybe a little relationship stuff and some weirdness, and sit still for the twist, I think this is worth it. So with that, I will give this a 2.5 pools of blood, and definitely a good effort for Chad's first horror film, and it was fun. It was fun. It had its moments, and it wasn't a painful watch at all. So I hope you guys will give it a view, check it out. Again, all the information about the film, including a brief interview Promote Horror has with Chad, the director, is down below. And I hope you enjoyed this review, and it convinced you to maybe check this movie out. And until next time, I'll see you later, horror fans.